And Cheboy, who will take them through to 2,000 in 5 minutes, as has been predicted. Chelimo, the Olympic silver medalist, in second place. Ran a 5,000 personal best for that Rio silver of 13:03. But in making his debut for 3,000 outdoors, Stuart Chelimo, so short of a personal best.
Well, he is, but former Kenyan, of course, and he challenged Mo Farah down the back straight, but by the time they got to the apex of the bend and the final, coming into the final straight, Mo just opened those legs, increased that cadence and ran away from him. But it was a very talented run by Chelimo with that silver. Brave attempt, really, to stay with Mo Farah. They've come back to the pole vault, to the leaders, to the pacemakers now, haven't they? We might get another look at the pole vault, incidentally, whilst I say that.
Well, Ropert is at the back of this group of 6. They're just beginning to get away. Agadir running aggressively. He's in 4th place at the moment. Zarona continues to plough on. And we're looking for 2 minutes here as they hit the top of the back straight. And it's a little inside that, around 1:59. So pretty good pacing, frankly. Chelimo running aggressively in 3rd place. Right behind him is Agadir. And this field gradually closing up now. Maybe they've slowed a little bit around that bend. We're looking for 2:30 through the first 1,000 meters. And Rop, it is, who is in 6th place. Miku it is as well, up there in 5th behind Al-Sadiq Miku, the 26-year-old making his debut at 3,000 here for Bahrain. A lot of potential at 3,000. He's a 3:32 performer at 1,500 meters.
Actually, Tim, 2:30's not been broken since 2011. It all happened in the same race. That was Eliud Kipchoge, and then Alamiru and Soy, all 3 in the same race. It was a very, very quick race in 2011. But that was the last time. It'll be interesting how Edris goes here. He's the Diamond League leader at the moment in terms of points.
Well, they done a fantastic job so far. 2:29.7 at 1,000 meters. Cheboy has taken over now, the second pacemaker. He's a 3:30 1,500 meter man last year. He's ideally qualified. Miku is a totally new name to me, the Bahrainian. 26-year-old. He has run 3:32, but this season, as far as I can see, he's just had a couple of races at 1,500 in Huelva in Spain, where he ran 3:32, and then another 3:32 to win in Prague a few weeks back. Into the back straight, though, they go, and we're looking for 4 minutes at 4 laps. And Cheboy pushing on strongly. Agadir trying to go with him. Gets a bit of daylight on Miku. Rop in 4th place. Longasiwa is there as well. No sign as yet of Gebriwet or Edris or Mekhissi Benabad, although he's back in, what, about 8th place, I think, Mekhissi Benabad, the Olympic medalist from Rio. Remember, he took the bronze in Rio in the steeplechase as Agadir latches on to the back of the pacemaker Cheboy.
Well, Edris is now in 4th place behind Rock, and in a good position. See him moving out just off your shot there. And he's moving nicely into position now.
Well, this has been metronomic pacemaking. 59.7 that lap. Absolutely brilliant. They went through 4.5 laps, almost spot on. 4 minutes 30. And Agadir is feeding off this well. He's second fastest in the world this year, behind Mo Farah, with the 7:36 he ran to win earlier on in the season. Agadir, that of course was in Rabat on the 22nd of May. Chelimo driving on strongly up the back straight. They'll go through 5 laps there in 4:59.2, and it's down to Agadir, and he's got about 20 meters there. And Miku, I think, dropping back now as they come round the crown of the bend. It is Rop in 2nd, Gebriwet in 3rd, has maintained his effort well. Edris and then Kejelcha, quite a little Ethiopian dust-up going on behind there. As Agadir comes through, we're looking for 5:30. Everyone wants to maintain this tempo, and in fact he's accelerated 5:28.5, something like that, a 58.5 lap. He's turning the screws to it really cleverly to maintain that gap between the others. So even if they accelerate, they're not going to close the gap significantly.
Well, it certainly looks good to go underneath 7:30, doesn't he? At the rate he's going, he doesn't look to be tiring at all, and the others are a long way back. He's got a lap and a half to go in this race. They are closing a little bit. Kejelcha looks to me to be making some headway, but he's still got good cadence, good leg speed as Agadir, as he goes round that bend past the 200-meter mark. So he's got about a lap and 150 meters to go here. Still looks very, very fresh indeed. Now he'll soon be in the home straight, and then with 100 meters, they are closing a little bit. But if he can maintain this sort of pace, then this is going to be very, very quick indeed.
Well, just under 500 to run for Agadir. Kejelcha has now eased himself into second place with Rop in third. But this is probably the best distance for Agadir. That's his problem. And it's not, of course, a major championship distance outdoors. He's a fabulous 1,500-meter runner. Has run a long way under 3:30. He's a great 5,000-meter runner. Has broken 13 minutes. But at neither distance does he really meet the best and beat the best on a regular basis. But at 3,000 he has that potential, and he's making a good fist of this one now, although the chase is on. Kejelcha, with that rolling style of his, the very, very lean 19-year-old Ethiopian, world indoor champion in Portland last March, beginning to close, just under 7 minutes at 7 laps, and look at the gap, closing with every stride, as Agadir on the turn isn't even aware that the Ethiopian's coming at him. 130 to run, and Kejelcha on the shoulder of Agadir now for the first time, and the Moroccan hasn't been able to respond. He's out on his feet, a telltale little glance over his shoulder there. He cannot go with it. Kejelcha's judged this to perfection, easing away to a 10-meter plus win, and watch the clock, 7:28.2. Agadir in second place, Gebruet in third. Brilliant running there from Ryan Hill to take up fourth, I think, for the USA. Some consolation that for his very, very disappointing run at the US trials when he finished only 6th over 5,000 meters. We know he's been in good form, Ryan Hill, a recent 3:35 win in hoist, and that was a few weeks back. And I spoke to him this morning. He said he's been training for this one for weeks and weeks. He's going to go to the roads now. It's his only track race left of 2016, and he's done it superbly well. And we're waiting for those times to be confirmed. But Kejelcha winning in 7:28.19. It's a world junior record, a world under 20 record, as it's called these days. Makisi Benabad crosses the line there, almost walking.
Well, fastest time in the world this year. And absolutely superb by Kejelcha. Agadir did it all, but he couldn't hold off the young man. He had nothing left when the approach came.
Well, for
his legs were spent.
Stuart, it's all happened, what, about a month too late, 6 weeks too late, because that is Olympic medal winning form, frankly. 7:28.19. The meeting record, incidentally, is a fine 7:27, although that's by the shamed Algerian Saidi Seif, busted a few years back now. But Kejelcha there, not too far off. It was 7:28.19 behind, in front of Agadir, 7:30.09. It was a personal best nonetheless for Agadir, despite struggling down the home straight. Ryan Hill, 7:30.93, a massive personal best for him in fourth place. Brilliant running from the American to get in amongst the best of the East Africans. Albert Rop in the colours of Bahrain, the former Kenyan, in fifth, 7:32.02. That's a national record for Bahrain. Bethwell Bergen, 7:32 in sixth place. The place times are remarkable. A personal best for Mukhtar Edris in seventh, 7:33. Ryan Gregson, well, he did get a personal best back in 12th, 7:44, but I really expected him to go many seconds quicker than that, Ryan. It was probably just a little too hot up front for the Australian to really be able to feed off it.
Great, well-timed race indeed by the young man.
Confirm that result for you then in the 3,000